My first question here is that anyone of you write, anyone maintains a blog? Okay, excellent. Anyone outside these two? Okay, how many of you have Facebook accounts?
I have two.
Okay, and how many of you use it updates? How many of you use Facebook to express your opinions? Okay, in which language do you use? English or your own language? English, okay. By अंग्रेज़ान तो मुफ्त खिदमत कवई. Okay, the second question is, how many of you use pictures, videos? Okay, these videos are you generated or just click share and write your opinion? The mulk na sunu judi and then you share that video. Okay, so no one of you use videos by yourself. Okay, my discussion why I'm using these things. When we say local content, I'll come back to this discussion. Basically, there are statistics why which language is used more commonly, the challenges, the need in a way forward. If you look at it, this one, the majority of the websites are in English. So if you look at the user level, that's the key question here. The 52% of the people who use websites are, you have to understand English. That's the key problem. If, for example, let's take the internet as first question. Second thing is that the accessibility discussion, which we will have tomorrow, and also the internet governance issues that which are here will also be discussed. Although I am part of NITPAA, but look at this banner. In here you don't see a local language. That's also an issue. Why do everyone understand English here? So we already assume that everyone who is coming here will be able to speak English. When we discuss the discussion of a local content, there are two issues. One is the language that you use it. Pashto, Dari, Uzbeki, Turkmeni, these languages. The second is the context where the information is generated. If I am consuming, for example, let's put it this way. US, America zand par ډیر تبلیغات کوي. کدلتا یا هند دی. کدلتا زه د چانه پوښتنه وکم چې how many of you know Indian actors are یو په ګوته معلومیږي. حتی د ښځو نومونه یې معلومي چې دا یې میړه دی، دا یې ښځه ده، دا یې پلار دی، دا یې لور دی. ټوله هسټري ورته معلوموي. Why? That's the content, that's the culture. We consume their data. یا دا وادي ګرها بل کار نه بس یا تلسی چې په دې کتل ټول په تلویزیون ته ناست یو نیو خو کې جنریټر هم غلا کو ولې زم ډرامه ګورم جنریټر نه لرم. Why? That's the importance of content. Or news media, these things are all our content. If there are two options, either you will have to generate content or you have to consume content. Why not we generate it? Yeah, let's, I'm jumping around a lot. Let's put it this way. یو څوک تاسې دوبۍ ته ځئ یا هند ته ځئ یا خارج ته ځئ، هلته بیسیک ډېره بدبختانه چې د افغان امیج ورته ویل کېږي یا به انتحاري یا به غلي یا به بېسواده. Why? The media is portraying us like this. زمونږ یو دوست وایي زه کوریا ته لاړم په انجینرینګ کې مې ماسټرز کوه. وایي دا استاد چې ما ته درس راکوي ما ته وایي چې دا خښته داسې کېده بیا د پاسه په داسې خښته یې کېدل کېږي بیا پسې مټ وو او بیا داسې کېږي. نو ما اول فکر کوه چې ټوک را سره کوي. وایي وروسته چې مې فکر وکړو وایي موږ داسې فکر کوو چې په افغانستان کې به روغ کور نه وي، تاسو به ټول په غرونو کې اوسېږئ او کله به هم خښته نه وي لیدلی چې دا خښته چشته وایي. Why? دا image هم داسې جوړ شوی. That's why we need to take these things serious. You're all educated people. Why we're discussing this? That first, why do we have to have these local content? I'll discuss this later, why these are the importance of this in your careers. Why these things help? Why do you write? Second aspect of it is that why you should always be the consumer of data. Why you not generate it yourself. There is always this rule as well. This is basically da ma ham copy kade so what does it says is that the 1% of the people online, they create data, they create information. Then به زمون غوندې نور د اخلاص خلک پیدا کیږي هغه شیر کوي نور ورپسې نه ګرځي دا دروغ دي که رښتیا دي بس شیر بټني why it fits my thinking. So basically it says that there will be only 1% globally, not only in our country, globally. That when you take that globally only 1% people create data, create content, then the 9% contribute to them. I'll write something, then you will modify it. You will write something, I'll modify it. Then there are 92% or 91% remaining who basically they share that data. What happens to it, we will discuss this later also. Plus, feel free if there are any questions, if you have any problem. Mawal sir kitaweli which is a local content discussion, local language bahsu kai ko adat shiwi su da adat majburi. So delta no kal chi padi bahas mungrazu, we also look at the types of data. There is a system globally in many countries. What they do is, when you have a problem in your community, you take a picture, you share it with the government officials, anyone, municipality, the minister or anyone, and they have to take an action. Or in some countries there are even laws that if you send an email to the government official, they have to respond within 47 or 48 hours. This is the importance of why I have to use technology, why I have to know that how to express that problem, and then why they have to respond to that issue. So basically when we discuss the types, it doesn't mean only textual data. It only means pictures, videos, audio files, anything. Even infographics, which are usually locally customized. This is our local content. Now, let's go into some discussions here. You said earlier that we use Facebook, we generate content. Why? It's a demand driven. Everyone I know is on Facebook. When I share a picture, you don't like it, this is how we treat our friendship. I love you because you share my pictures. I don't like you, why? Because you don't like my pictures. Content issues. Then there are also the way I write it. In some cases, I write something and then you fix the spelling of it and then I'll unblock you and I don't want to see you anymore. These are the issues that we are facing today. If I am watching media, if I'm using computer, what does computer do to you? They only provide you content. They only provide you data. So that's the key discussion here. I don't have a lot to say. My key point here, why we are here, is that to generate some questions, why we are not generating data. Second is, what are the problems that if any one of you have faced it, and what are some of the challenges. The third aspect is that it doesn't mean how many people are online. The key question is the quality of those people who are online, the quality of those people that are there. Even the content, the ahmiyat of kada Facebook hum, let's put it there, leave it from social media aspects. Dawlati Maamurvi, they sponsor their pages. Why? So what do? I want more people to like. I want more people to consume my data. Basically, what is the way forward here, or which content is generating more data, which content is becoming more popular. Video is a lot popular as compared to the textual data. Images are more popular as compared to the textual data. Then the more people are connected, the more content will be generated, the more people will be there. Okay, I'll ask these few questions again. How many of you are planning to start a blog? Okay, very good. And for how long you have been planning this?
6 months.
Okay. Okay, you just thought of it. Excellent. So we are creating change. Who else? What else? Okay, and how many of you have made any video in your life through mobiles or any medium? And have you shared that video with anyone? Okay, and how many of you have written any article in your lives? Excellent. And what was the response to that article?
Great.
Great. Yes, I'll take that. Great. And in which language it was? English? Local languages, anyone? Okay. Why I'm asking this question is that just to generate that thinking, that why we need that local content. Okay. I'll discuss this question and then I'll pass the mic to Zazay. First question, how do you define local? Do you think national boundaries are local, or do you think in the area where you are living is local to you? What do you think? Which is more critical, the national politics or your local politics? Okay, let's have a vote here. How many of you say national? Okay, and how many of you say local? My question is not for politics because the watan ki charchu pakarshi ashraf ghani kanzale kai. Not that aspects of it. The key question is, for example, if I'm sending my child to the school, that's my local issue. If I send him to the school, او اکثره وخت چې هغه درس ورکړی یا هغه معلمه کتابچې چې وګوري هغې د ستا د اولاد خط ښایسته وي نو ته بیا پوه شې چې د معلم بې څه حال چې د دې دا حال دی. Key question, or when you search online for the content, when I want to find a suitable content for a first grader, a second grader, you have to go to English. Why not in my own language? Then we also working means, as I said, with ICANN on local domain names. There are problems with our languages, for example, Turkmeni. Russians write it in their own alphabets. هغه خپل روسي الفبا کې لیکي، زمونږ الفبا عربي ده. یا دا کتاب حتی 2006 پورې په مزار کې دې ځینې کې د ازبکي او ترکمني هماغه د ترکمنستان کتابونه تدریسېدل دلته. دا خپله د محتوا مشکل دی. محتوا دې دپاره مهم وي چې یوازې زما دپاره نه چې زه په انګلیسي پوهېږم یا وی سپیکینګ انګلیش here. زما اولاد دی چې هغه 2 کلن یا 3 کلن باادبه انسان دی. how do you define that باادبه؟ written rules نشته چې ستا څه حالت کې اوسې، څه رقم اوسې او په کوم حالت کې ته ورته وایي، یا ورته وایي چې دا خلک به څه وایي. خلک خو به د هر څه پسې اخته وي، خو you don't have those set rules that where you fit within that community. Whenever there is a discussion on a content, either you will consume it or either you will generate it. Our discussion here is locally generated user-based data. The Pantun, the misal di Karwan Pantun ki, if I don't write reviews on their performances, they will not improve. And when they do not improve, taba ariyo bolagay chi da mushkilat ti دا ستونزې دي. یا تاسې یو شفخانې ته ځئ، که چېرته د هغه شفخانه په سروس باندې تاسې ریویو ونه لیکئ، you do not write something, then you will repeat the same mistakes. Someone else will go there, he will face the same issues. So the whole discussion here was although it is a school, مانا دا تمه وه چې دلته به سړی راشي او داسې خبرې به وکړي چې زه پرې نه پوهېدم، تاسې به ټول وایي چې په دې خو زه اوله نه پوهېدم. دلته بحث د دې دی، صرف پوښتنه ده، questions that hopefully some of you will go back, some of you will generate some content. Okay, how many of you have Twitter accounts? And how many of you have used today to tweet something? Okay, یو خو زما غوندې چې دلته عکس اخلي او ټویټر کې شریکوي، دا نه چې something you have written something.
Asking how many have used that hashtag.
Okay, that NITPAA wala they are like full the So how many of you have used NITPAA hashtag?
Or AfSIG 2017.
Excellent, very good. Okay, and the last question here is that how many of you have faced or like this فکر وکړئ چې تاسې چې څه لیکلي یا ټویټر کې یا فیسبوک کې یا څه چې هغې یو عکس العمل مو لیدلی دی ښه یې که بد یې freedom of expression. What was the reaction?
Well, again, it depends on your audience and the demographics. If you post something like jolly happy, everybody likes, an ice cream picture, a strawberry picture, of course it's positive. If you write something that might offend someone, whether it's political or academic or whatever, I have seen negative reactions, I have seen positive reactions. Although now I have learned the diplomacy of social media, I usually post jolly, happy stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Noor Aksaramal Musili Dalai. Anyone? Just my point here is that sometimes zini waqt khalq did par likal na kai shi da khalq Aksaramal bazmali kani te sahi ya how they will respond to it. Keep always remember that you are only responsible for whatever you are saying. People will interpret it with their own interest, with their own whatever it is. Last discussion here is akhiri yaw chitiki malikiri fakhar. I'll close this up. UNESCO by the end of there are 7,000 languages per dunia ki. Pa de ki wi di atya kaalo ki asal kaalo ki bidrinim zara jabi de manzazi. په دې کې 3.5 ژبې پاتې کېږي نو do you want your language چې کوم طرف ته لاړه شي چې آیا په دې 3.5 کې چې بیا زما نوسۍ ناستې چې ولا نیکه مې جاپاني ویله زه پرې نه پوهېږم او یا داسې وایي چې هماغه نوسۍ چې دهملته ناستې هغې ته ستا ژبه چینایي ښکاره نه شي لکه اکثره وخت چې دا چې خیر مونږ خو عمر زوړ شوی دی دا د نوي ټکنالوژۍ والا سره چې کله کله غږېږي ځان درته بېسواده ښکاري why da badligi. So the last discussion here is we also have this responsibility to probably to achate che da masuliyat ehsasawai ke content generate nishi jabamri ya pa kam speed mane che ya pa kam surat mane che english razi ya nur jabi razi da khpal evras badaga halat wusi che we will even today the Afghanistan da jabi di che yau fili ki 1500 wainawal lari 200 نفر پې غږېږي او کله چې دوی لاړ شي ژبه هم ورسره ځي او دا ورځ لرې نه ده چې زموږ دا 8 ژبې چې په دې قانون اساسي کې لیکل شوي دي دا ژبې هم هغه طرف ته روانې دي اوکې any questions yes سوال زما په وخت کې نه راځي ما ته وایي وخت کم دی نو ما خپل ځان خلاص کړو ستاسو سوالونه وکړئ زما وخت ډېر شي yes telephone rage. Any more questions? Cameraman.
It's not a question, just
okay.
one to discuss.
Yes.
What I've seen is that there is local content.
Yes.
Especially with the advances in Facebook. There are writers on Facebook with many followers.
Okay.
That are writing in both Pashto and
yes.
local language. And people comment on them and there are long comment threads and just like chat wars between them. So that doesn't seem to be a problem anymore. People are ready to write in local languages. But the thing I would like you to touch upon is that what I've seen is when it comes to politics, religion, local issues, people write in local languages. But when the discussion turns academic, technological, then the language switches.
Yes. Yes.
So what do you think is the reason for that? And is that natural, or is this something that should change?
Okay, I may not be very much an expert on the issue, but one thing I have seen it like aksara waqt په دې وطن کې لوی مشکل څه شي چې اوسه پورې زمونږ د ژبې ادیبانو ته پاتې دي که پښتو راواخلې که دري راواخلې یا نورې ژبې راواخلې دومره شاعري کتابونه چې په دې ژبې کې دي خدای خبر په دنیا په یو ژبه کې وي او چې بیا د دې نه وځي چې لکه د طبابت کتاب ولټې یا د انجینرۍ ولټې یا د کمپیوټر ساینس ولټې بیا په دې ټوله ژبه کې یو کتاب هم نه وي دې کې هغه څوک چې دغه مسلک خاوند دي they are also responsible because if tomorrow you are a computer science graduate او تا په دې ټول عمر کې په local language کې نه کتاب لیکلی نه article لري نه بل څه لري that's also a responsibility here زموږ چې خلک تیر شوي no one have written anything on it بل consumption موضوع ده که زه خپل پروفیشنل کتابونه په انګلیسي کې ایزیلی ماته پیدا کیږي او زما لوکل ژبه دغومره توان نه لري چې دا کانټینټ جنریټ کړي او زه یې بیرته کنزیوم کړم، there is also that kind of an issue. مونږ په نن وخت کې you cannot be a single language speaker. هغه سټیج ته مونږ وتلی یاستو. You will have to know an international language. یا به انګلیسي یا به فرانسوي یا به عربي اوس هم سیماته ګډه روان ده. But in these 5 UN languages, you will have to learn one of them. You have to survive in a global village. خو د دې سره دا معنا نه ده چې local language باید sacrifice شي. دا باید ورسره یو څه ولري. دویم سوال داسې دی چې ډیمانډ کو جنریټ کېږي. لکه دا د مارکیټینګ کې یو اصطلاح ده، یو دوه نفره تلي وو افریقا ته، یو څوک دوه شرکتونه یو څوک لیږلی وو. هلته تلي وو، هغه نفر دواړه چې راغله د سیم سیناریو. یو نفر راغی په دې ملک کې هېڅوک بوټان نه پښو کوي چې there is no market for the shoes. هغه بل نفر ویل وی دلته هېڅوک بوټ نه پښو کوي there is a huge market for the shoes. It's the same scenario. خبر اوس دلته دا ده چې you have to create that demand. یو دوهم دا دی چې موږ بای نیچر سړی په خپله ژبه کې زده کړه هم ښه راځي، پوهه هم ښه راځي، هغه اولاد او دا د ډېرو څېړنو نه دا موضوع مطرح ده چې تاسې چې څومره په خپله مورنۍ ژبه کې زده کړه کوئ بله ژبه کې نه کېږي. حتی ځینې خلک وایي ته خوب هم په خپله ژبه کې وینې. هغه ځای کې دا نه وي چې هغه که چینایي هم په خوب کې وینې دی په ژبه پوهېږي. داسې کیس دا ماغزه دې همداسې عیار شوي دي. نو انکار یې نشته. پاتې ډیمانډ خبره شوه، ډیمانډ هم شته، خو یوازې دومره وي چې لږ څه ډېر خلک ځان نه په عذابوي او په تخنیکي بحث باندې موږ هم کوو چې تاسو سره آیا د لوکل لانګویج سپورټ شته که نه شته، آیا دومره مواد شته چې which can help me to generate that. هغوی دا پلیټفارم جوړ کړی، یو چا جوړ کړو بل څوک درته کانټینټ جنریټ کړي. کانټینټ بیا هم مشکل دی. که دی ووسي فکر کوم چې پلیټفارم مشکل بنوي او موسټ لایکلی کیدای شي هغې طرف ته لاړ هم شو چې وخت ووسي او خلک کانټینټ ولري. ښه اوکې یس شور. ښه ډېره مننه. خدای دې وکړي چې یو څه بحث یو څه مو فکر ته راغلی. I'll be still here. زاځې صاحب چې بند شي بیا همدر صاحب نه پوښتنه کوي. We will still support him. نو که بیا هم څه پوښتنه وه we can talk about it. مننه.